Yo. Yo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Key West, Florida for the 2007 Superboat International APBA UIM World Championships. Over 25 years of excitement here in Key West, and Freeze Frame Video is proud to be part of another great year of racing action in Key West. Lots of great sights here in Key West, including J.D. Byrider in the Superboat 750 class. Very strong runner. These guys won the Super Cat Pro Series National Championships on Wednesday in the first day of racing after Reliable Carriers broke down. Congratulations from Freeze Frame Video to Tony Marcantonio and Mark Kowalski and the entire crew from J.D. Byrider on capturing the 2007 National Championship in the Pro Series. There you see the Jersey boys, Papa Duke's Offshore Racing. Here comes All Jacked Up, another Pro Series class boat. The 07 is all jacked up, owned and driven by Brian Hupt of Missouri, throttled by Grant Bruggeman from Grant's Custom Rigging in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's a Mercury-powered 36-foot Douglas skater. Here comes Reliable Carriers. The US 1 on this boat signifies they won the National Championship in 2006. They'll have to renumber the boat back to 20 as J.D. Byrider defeated them on Wednesday to take the National Championship. Steve Curtis and Tom Abrams will be aboard Reliable Carriers all week here in Key West, gunning for the World Championship. This is a 39-foot MTI powered by Sterling Racing engines. The number 2 Reliable Carriers boat is number 40, the Cat Light. Jerry Chastelet is the owner and driver. Reggie Fountain III is the throttle man. Rock Bottom is Reliable Carriers' award-winning show truck owned by Reliable Carriers. Reliable Fountain Offshore Racing and other MTI Mercury Power and Drives. Here comes the number 22. That is Instigator, the national champions for 2007 in Superboat Unlimited class. There is White Lightning, 38-foot activator pace boat out of New York. Pace boat number 1 all week here in Key West. We're going to show you a little footage from inside the outer mole here in Key West with the AMF safety team doing a demonstration of their safety resources deployed by the Miss Geico safety helicopter right there. The rescue divers in the water demonstrating the techniques used to save racers after they have come out of the boat or the boat has crashed. There is the new AMF Offshore Racing Miss Geico safety boat. A Cougar rigid hull inflatable just received by AMF Offshore Racing. You can see the safety crew hoisting the racer aboard on the backboard. As the Miss Geico AMF safety chopper watches all the action from above. Lots of people taking advantage of the advertising abilities here in Key West. Team Syntron there, flying their banner. There is Aquamania G3, number 10. Rick Marola is the owner and throttleman. Greg Rusin is the driver of Aquamania G3, based out of the Thousand Islands, New York, and Aquamania Marina. There is Team CRC, the Columbia Rim Corporation race team. Jeff Harris and Mike DeFries going to do battle in the Superboat Unlimited category. There is the Reliable Carriers US1 boat. J.D. Byrider, the 388 skater out of Ohio, also sponsored by Traction Products from Costa Mesa, California, and To Be Style Exhaust, as well as J.D. Byrider Auto Dealerships. Dave Scott's Budweiser Select Racing Team, their 50-foot Mystic catamaran right there. Trimax surface drives with the Latham rudder on the back of the boat. Big Sterling 1550s power, Team Budweiser Select. Team 38 Warpaint is a Michael Peters designed Apache Cat maintained by Kurtz Marine Competition Center in Brick, New Jersey. Owned and driven by Bob Vesper. There you see the S9 of TNT Custom Marine AMF Offshore Racing. Gary Ballou, the owner and throttleman. Paul Whittier is the driver. Team TNT has 2 victories thus far this week in the Superboat stock class, winning on Wednesday and this morning's race. This is AMF Offshore Racing, Offshore Addiction. RSDsupport.com is also a sponsor aboard F-152. Al Chelsea is the owner, and Pete Morrell is the driver. The big 42-foot Apache McManus still got it, owned by AMF Offshore Racing. John Begovich is at the wheel. Chief Savering and Rich Devlin are also in the boat with him. This is a strong running P3 class team. There you see the Miss Geico Platinum Rage. This boat took the team to the World Championships in Destin, Florida last week. This week in Key West, they'll be running the MTI shown here, the 113 Miss Geico. Mark Granite will be the pilot. Scotty Begovich will be at the throttles. Big turbine power from Turbine Marine powers both of these boats. Both boats owned by AMF Offshore Racing and sponsored by Geico Insurance. MissGeicoRacing.com. It's a big shot of the custom-made Miss Geico banner from Freeze Frame Video. Custom banners are available in any shape and size from Freeze Frame Video. United We Race. Special thanks, John Hagan. Also on display in the AMF pit area is the Miss Budweiser hydroplane, sponsored by MissGeicoRacing.com. There is the giant Geico Gecko on display here in Key West in the AMF pit area. There's Team Amsoil, Bob Teague and Paul Whittier. Strong runs all week, as well as winning in Destin, Florida last week. Crew Chief Sammy Dial trying to get the boat dialed in. There is number 17 AMF Levy Craft, also sponsored by Full Throttle Energy Drink, Mercury Racing, and AAA, as well as Gibson Exhaust Systems. Kevin Cooper and Brad Johnson aboard. Number 12 is BTM Custom Marine. Bill Mazzoni is the owner of this Supercat 750. There you see Big Scott Begovich, the throttle man for Miss Geico. There is number 5 WHM Motorsports. Here too do battle in the Superboat Unlimited category. This 40-foot skater powered by a pair of Mercury Racing 850s coupled to the Mercury Racing number 6 drives. Jay Muller of New Jersey is the throttle man, and Billy Maw from Long Island, New York is the driver. There you see Nichols Offshore. New owner Paul Boudreau in the boat this week behind the wheel, as well as William Moore on the throttles. Very competitive boat, was the world champion in 2006 in Destin for OSS. There is S18 Bermuda Barracuda with local sponsor Rusty Anchor Seafood in Key West. There is Learning the Ropes back in action with the Rosses here at the start of the race already, quickly jumping out. JD Byrider, Reliable Carriers, BTM Marine, with the green flag already in the Cat 750 class, heading towards turn 1 right now. This is race number 6 of 9 in Key West. Second race for these teams here as they head out on the second day of racing towards turn 1. Reliable Carriers leading the way in the Cat 750 class. Side by side, JD Byrider, BTM. Also in this start are Warpaint and Nichols Offshore. Leading the way to turn 1, though, is US1 Reliable Carriers, Tom Abrams from Michigan, Steve Curtis on the throttle from England as they go into the corner. Looks like trouble there for Reliable Carriers. Looks like they went over again. JD Byrider quickly moving out front as Reliable Carriers comes very hot into the corner and turns the boat all the way over right there. BTM Marine doing a great job of avoiding the carnage of that accident. Steve Curtis and Tom Abrams will have to free themselves from the boat. Well, let's see what that looked like from on board BTM Marine. Mike Siebold is at the wheel. Ben Robertson on the throttles of BTM. Two former champion tunnel boat racers doing battle in the Supercat 750 class. There you see it, Reliable Carriers coming in the corner in the lead. As the other boats come out of the corner, JD Byrider instantly in the lead with BTM in tow. Reliable Carriers goes all the way over, lands right side up. Rear shot off BTM Marine as the boats head towards turn 1. Race number 6 of 9 here in Key West. We'll go on board with Nichols to get their view. Paul Boudreau and William Moore there. Miss Geico jumping that right out of the gate out of that start, trying to catch up with the Extreme Cats. A.D. Byrider getting a washdown right there at the start of that race from Miss Geico. On board with Nichols Offshore, Paul Boudreau, the new owner, at the wheel. William Moore on the throttles. Other sponsors include Panther Helicopters, Atlas Boat, and Ashton Marine Corporation. And you see Nichols taking a different line through the turn, trying to gain points. And room there, you see Reliable Carriers going over again. Here you see it in slow motion, the boat going all the way over. Steve Curtis, Tom Abrams aboard Reliable Carriers.